Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road. Are you ready to go? Thanks, everybody, for joining us today on Live Music Nation podcast. I'm with Richard Elsenpeter with Elsenpeter Productions. Really has a full scope talent agency, everything from music to stunt acts to artistry. So, Richard, thanks for joining us today.
It's my pleasure, Jake.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit about how long you've been in business. Give me some bio on you. Where'd you grow up? Where'd you come from? And let's start there.
Well, it says I'm a Midwestern guy. I was born in Colorado. My parents were traveling performers on the Toby and Susie tent shows. So I was born in Colorado, went on Wolf Creek Pass, was my first visit. Been around entertainment and, my entire life. But grew up in the Midwest, Quincy, Illinois area. Joined the military for 25 years.
Congratulations. Thanks for your service.
Retired from it, and then got into the family business. So that included, the Elsenpeter Productions. We've expanded that into music, which is the EP music side of it. And then also we expanded into comedy acts and things. So we have the Laughter Has No Color comedy. Which I'm very, very proud of. Laughter Has No Color comedy a few years ago was selected as one of the top 30 comedy club agencies in the entire nation.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And when you look at that, the list of those 30, there's comedy club agencies from New York to Vegas to Los Angeles to Hollywood. And here a little old company from, New London, Missouri is part of that top 30. So I'm very, very proud of that.
That's awesome. The world needs definitely more comedy and definitely more music. So you were in the in-demand business. What was COVID like for you guys in all of your divisions? And let's start with that. Did you have to shut down, and how long did you have to shut down for?
We are still recovering, from that, because there are venues. To go back to it, when it first started, it just kind of shut the industry down.
Yeah.
There was venues that, couldn't have performers come in. There were bands that couldn't perform. It just kind of shut things down from going from our bookings of, about 300 and plus shows per year, went down to like 12.
Oh, yeah.
So it just kind of shut everything down, closed everything down. We had bands that were fantastic, national, international bands that broke up. They just couldn't. They had no venue to perform for. They had no way to make money, so they all had to go home and get day jobs. So we are on that recovery. A lot of people there are so many people that are just dying to get out and see live entertainment, live comedy, live programs again. And I love those states and those venues that are saying, we're here, we'll do it. So
yeah. Yeah. Well, we've been seeing is the vacation destination areas. Those places just are skyrocketing because the demand is just so high, and people are already there with money to spend and different things like that. So what are some things that you learned during the COVID process that you're going to continue to implement as a talent agency in the future?
Well, I think it's the same thing we've always done, though. We've always looked at the safety aspects. We've always looked at the health aspects. We've always told our performers that, not to necessarily live that rock star lifestyle and tear shit up, but to realize it's a job.
Yeah.
It is the way people pay you. So they ask you to come in, go there, be professional, do the job, leave that venue in a better shape, is as good a shape, if not better, than when you got there. So that's kind of the one of the things we've always strive for is it's a business.
Yeah.
Because you may be the greatest talent, but if you're crappy at business, you're not going to make it. So you have to have that business sense and, realize you got to take care of your customers. That's important. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What are some things that you look at in an artist or a company or a group? What are some qualities that they need to possess for you to be able to work for them and book for them?
One thing that I always look for is something that's unique and different. Don't try to be a cookie cutter performer. Don't try to do the same thing that the other 10 performers, are doing. be different, be entertaining. After all, people want to be entertained when they're, so you can go to a concert and you may have the best voice, you may be a fantastic singer, but if you're just kind of boring on stage, it doesn't make for a good show. So it's the same with the comedians or variety programs or anything else. You have to entertain your clients, and you have to realize that they came to see you perform and entertain them. So do it.
Yeah, that's excellent, Ig. That's huge. Let's have a little bit of fun, and then we'll come back to business. What are three of the best shows you've ever seen in your life?
Three of the best shows. I'm gonna give a little bit of my give away my age a little bit.
Okay.
One of the first concerts I went to was actually a Village People concert. I had no idea who they were. I had no idea, what to expect. But I went there, and it was the late 70s time frame. They were kind of coming up the charts. We went to it was a hotel ballroom in St. Louis, Missouri, and I watched the Village People, and it was just fun. It was just entertaining and fun.
Very cool. What's one act, dead or alive, that if they came to you right now and said, book us across the US, what's your dream act to book?
I would probably love Janis Joplin.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Just because of her passion, her love of the music, her freewheeling lifestyle. She was just unpredictable and fun. But she was just super talented, and I don't think she got as much credit as she probably deserved or lived as long as she should have. But
yeah,
I think Janis Joplin would have been a great person to work with. So,
that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's get back to business. As a talent agency, best advice you would give to a new talent agent starting their business in a different part of the country, not competing with you, of course. What advice would you give them? What's the secret to really building a solid business?
Taking care of your clients. Take care of your clients. Under-promise and over-deliver.
Okay.
Because so many talent agencies will over-promise and under-deliver, to their clients. So I always like to undersell and over-deliver. So this way they're not expecting the moon, they're expecting reality, and we over-deliver that, and then they're always happy. So
I like that. I like that a lot. Tell me what the future looks like for you and your agency.
I tell you what, I think the future is as bright as we make it.
Okay.
As a talent person yourself, darn good and well, you can't go with what other people tell you. You have to make your own path. You got to make your own future. You have to make things happen. You got to go out there and do the hustle and make things happen. Because if you wait in your office for the phone to ring, you're probably not going to succeed. You got to get out there, be around, let people know what you do and how you do it and why you're better than the other guys.
Absolutely. Very cool. Richard, I want to thank you for being on today. This has been a treasure and a treat for me to sit down and talk with you. And thank you for what you do for the industry. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for commitment. And thank you for being someone who under promises and over delivers. That's unique in the business for sure.
I agree with that. So Jake, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Well, baby, I'm on.